welcome back to Let's Talk. We hit 675 subscribers last evening, so thank you if you were the new ones to join us. If you have not yet subscribed, please get on it and help us reach our goal of 750 subscribers before the end of the year. Alright, so we are back with another episode of Let's Talk Ray Bradbury. Today I want to discuss his 1996 story, Remember Sascha. Maggie and Douglas are a young poor couple living in Venice Beach. He is a writer. She is supporting him while he finishes up his first novel. They're young, imaginative, playful, creative, and they think that their marriage is just about perfect. And then suddenly, somebody new enters into the equation, a friend who they spend long nights talking to. Eventually, they learn that his name is Sascha, and that he was going to come for a visit, and he'd almost come for a visit last year, but this time, this Halloween, he is coming for a visit for sure. We learn later that Sascha is, of course, their imaginative rendering of their unborn child who is coming eventually on November 5th, I believe, not Halloween. But when Sascha does arrive, it is a girl named Alexandria who they nickname Sascha. So, neat little story. Just a couple pages. Love the playful, fun, creative relationship that these two people have. I would kill for that kind of relationship. All I meet are boring girls. But I love how their creativity it sort of reflects the writing life. Ray Bradbury, as with many authors, frequently wrote about characters who were writers. The character here, he was a writer. And so they were creating Sascha much in the same way that a couple of writers collaborating may imagine a character together and develop him over many days, weeks, months as they work on the story. In this case, the collaboration is more than that because they are a couple and, of course, have created this child together. Technically speaking, this is a surprise ending, a twist ending story, but I think if you're any kind of reader, you would have picked up on that much earlier in the story. I, of course, did. That's what I saw coming, but it doesn't make the story any less for it because, one, the character of Sascha remains sort of ambiguous throughout the tale, and then, of course, the conclusion of it being the child and just the idea that although they made this creation, Sascha, who they imagined, they have no control over the final product. Sascha, rather than being born a he, was born a her, and now has a life of its own, and that is very much also the way of writing. Sometimes you create this character, you set out with a particular goal, but in the process of the writing, the character takes on a life of its own and becomes dependent on the plot and also other unforeseen circumstances. So, Remember Sascha, written 1996, a very late Ray Bradbury tale. But by this point in his career, absolute master of these short stories. And this is very much one of his many stories about the creative process, about the writing life. And it is a good one. Definitely belongs in the curriculum at a lot of schools, I would say. Probably not, may never be. I think Ray Bradbury, even to this day, although he is much revered and acclaimed within a certain community, on the whole, I think he is still being greatly underappreciated. There are literally hundreds of stories that he has written, other than Fahrenheit 451, that are worthy of entering the 20th century literary canon, and this is certainly one of them. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. Once again, please subscribe and return soon for another episode of Let's Talk Ray Bradbury. I've got about 90 more Ray Bradbury reviews to do for you, and then we'll move on to another author. But in the meantime, see you later.